So now I'm walking east.
It's July 2018, it's stormy at the end of July, and I'm discovering Brighton and Hove,
and the Palace Graffiti Walk.
and the areas. And I'm starting in Hove, heading east.
Put up fence with graffiti on it.
I've been on holiday, I was talking all the way to you. 'Cause every fascination comes with a price in your heart. Do you like to say that you don't like to have fun? You can't say that I'm so bad all the
So
time.
further east you come to Brighton Marina.
'Cause I give you time.
Down by the marina.
Holiday, I was talking all the way to you. 'Cause every fascination comes with a price in your heart. And
Surf like that. Oh, surf like that. It'd be a great day to be in UK, I guess.
The marina has a cliff which seems to be made of sand and limestone. Could be Banksy, but I don't suppose it is. It's not detailed enough. That's a bad sign for the UK when cliff faces in a city centre have loads of signs saying talk to us if things are getting to you.
It's quite ironical really, because it's the system that put the stresses on the people in the first place. So that's Brighton's fishing sailing village. I didn't even know about it. East. That's the good thing about these areas, you can find hidden gems.
And very soft limestone. It's amazing that these rocks have stayed here as long as they have, with the lime being so soft.
So still heading east, and we've dropped below the limestone cliffs, and it's nice and warm. The wind's dropped, and it's great down here. So let's see where I go now.
And it's really stormy over the Atlantic, and it's breaking over the breakwater here. see the limestone and the chalk in the water here. It's not concrete, it's limestone. Everything's played out in white, and look at this fence that's been put up to stop rocks falling. There's a few little rocks in there. So I've been walking about a mile along the east coastal path, and I've come across these buildings. So I'll try and get up onto the top of the cliffs now if I can, and get a different perspective. Should be able to, because there's Coast Guard here, so there must be access for them. I wouldn't be in the sea in this weather, in these conditions. I mean, the weather's nice. So I've walked about a mile along the coastal path, going east from Brighton, and I've come to these buildings, as you can see at the back, with the Coast Guard here. So I'm going to try and get onto the top of the cliff now, and then start walking back to Brighton, find something else to do for the afternoon. It's been a great day though. Red for danger. So that was another first time me seeing limestone cliffs. And it's really interesting because I've heard a lot about them, especially the ones near Dover. So I found this footpath that goes up to the top of the cliff, which is about a mile away from Brighton, and see where it goes, and then I might walk along the cliff a bit further before I head back towards Brighton.
Because the wind's going this way. It's lovely. It's like seeing Summerfield.
Are you from Brighton?
Sorry?
Are you from Brighton?
Police agents, I'm going home. So I've done the up the top to get all the stones down the bottom. Makes it skate a bit hard. So I'll skate down to Saltine and go up the top again.
And how long have you been skating?
Only about a year.
Yeah.
But look at the weather we've had.
Yeah, and the irons in the air makes you feel good, doesn't it?
You have a good day, sir, yeah?
And you take care, bye.
Take care.
So the section I've just come out from, you have this underpass which has little drawings or artist work showing the local animals and the sea life, and explaining what goes on along the waterfront here.
seen cuttlefish, which you've just been looking at. They have the hard bit on the outside. Exercise, which is what life's all about, not being stuck in on computers and getting bogged down with the television and all the news broadcasts. So I'm following the top sea cliffs now, and I come to this area where I'm coming into another village, another town by the looks of it, and you've got this beautiful rolling countryside in the background. So I've come to this little village and I don't know the name of it yet, so I'll find out in a minute. It must be a place called Brighton. So Hunter's Gold, I think they must be colourblind because everything seems to be silver. Nice little shop in this village that I was talking about. Nice little shop here. It's yeah, they take cash. I can't change. Nice view of that windmill on the hill there. Some very, very expensive properties. Because this is the London overflow area, and a lot of rich people come to set up houses to escape from London here. Might seem crazy, but you've got to realise that surfers rely on stomach conditions on the surface. And the conditions are quite right here in Brighton at the moment. So you have miles and miles of limestone rock, and they're not going to go any further because they don't know what's beyond. I won't walk back into Brighton, explore Brighton before I get back to England tomorrow, because I want to get back to Plymouth tomorrow night, and plan ahead for the following week. So as mentioned, from the opposite side of the hill we looked at the and it looks interesting, a nice rolling hills. So even in Brighton they have the colour coding for the lorries for the pollution levels, so they have to abide by certain regulations and only use certain roads. The windmill is like a focal point to the village. As mentioned, the windmill I was looking at is on Beacon Hill Nature Reserve. Talk about hills, that's the hill I've just been walking up and where I've just come from, obviously. Well, it's a really picture postcard little village, it's beautiful. So Rottingdean Windmill was saved by Heritage Lottery funding. Rottingdean Preservation Society.org.uk if you want to contact them. And it's only open on a Sunday. So just below the Windmill you've got Brighton and Hove Cafe, which sells small snacks, and you can come here and pick up a leaflet. It's closed today, I think. It might be just open on Sunday as well. Well, that was a nice short walk today, so now I'm heading back to Brighton and I'll look around Brighton for the rest of the afternoon. So, hope you enjoyed the video. So as I just said, just outside Brighton city centre, you've got miles of rolling countryside, which looks absolutely wunderbar, beautiful. You get to Brighton, you can hire a bike in Brighton city centre, and then cycle east along the coastal path below the limestone cliffs, and cycle for quite a few miles. Not sure how many, but it's very level and smooth. So I'm walking back the way I came, now heading west towards Brighton, and the tide has dropped and the wind's still quite strong, but it's nice. I came through earlier on, all this area was the area I recorded with the seawater on it, and it looked white with the chalk and the limestone coming through. But it's all clear now and dried out very quickly. The app bikes you can hire from the city centre, and I can't get my head around using the apps because I'm not very good on the mobile phone camera apps, and I haven't got life on my phone anyway. Most of the time I just use it as a computer and a camera. Earlier on we were looking at the top of the marina looking down, and I've never been here before, so I'm going to see if I can get round and get into the marina. I've seen people walking around the outer perimeter of the marina, so there must be a way around the outskirts of it. Hopefully. So it looks like I'm going to drop down that track there to go along there, and there must be a way out at the other end. So these could almost be the bridge links in Amsterdam. Look at this. It's waiting for the tide to rise, I think. No, it's locked off. No, it's okay, it's swing bridge, obviously. So this is Premier Marina Brighton. So Brighton fishing fleets are taking advantage of being here. Oh, they're swinging their yacht around at the top there and they're going crazy. Kids are going hysterical. Filthy rich and lucky, I guess. So this is what I meant, you could have your motorboat or your yacht parked right outside your house in Brighton Marina. Total luxury. For some people it's just a different world altogether, because they've probably got homes somewhere else as well. So you might not have to own a yacht or a boat, there's some expensive properties here anyway. Away from the hustle and bustle of the centre of Brighton, which has become the club centre of the southeast, and a lot of people come from London and all over the country to go there for the nightclub scene. I know because I've heard it from my hostel. There's even a houseboat moored here. And this is the marina shopping area with the posh cars. And this one's mine.
I was really chuffed. I had a big massive bump with no
So this is Marina Square. A hive of activity where I should think you get lots of rich people. And a relaxation area. And the circus in town, but it's not on at the moment, so it might be on later today. And electric lights are now the end thing. It's great to get people out. They wouldn't normally get out, but I believe there's now becoming a lot of injuries from people or old people that are getting onto electric bikes and cycling too fast and injuring themselves. So they need to be careful.
Benji.
And where are you from?
France.
Whereabouts in France?
Straight across.
Is that where you're going today?
No.
The wind's in the wrong direction.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So
It's going to be done.
you're from Brest?
Again?
You're from Brest?
No. From Toulouse, southwest of France.
So what were you up here?
I just live here. But my girlfriend is English, so no choice.
Take it out.
I'm going to...
I'll been a great day meeting interesting people and having a great walk, so I'm more than happy. Steve Ovett used to be an Olympic runner and he used to race alongside Sebastian Coe in the 1970s. It used to be legendary watching them because they were so competitive. It made interesting television, and I've not seen athletics like that since, to be honest. So now it's time for traditional chips, sausage and curry sauce with Fanta. My usual Fanta. I love it. Well, it's Sunday and it's the day after my walk in Brighton and it's pouring with rain and gale force winds as the jet stream's running slightly north and bringing in 2 lows across the country. So thank goodness Brighton Festival isn't this weekend. The weather's due to pick up next weekend, so they should have a good Pride event next weekend. But I won't be able to come because I'll be getting ready to go abroad again. Have a good Pride. Wow, what a stormy day it was too. And that was part 1. This has been a Summerfield video 2019. You can contact me at ccs12@hotmail.com. And if you want to sponsor my video, you can contact me at